YouTube? It's the Bear Jew here, and today I have some Domination on Karachi for you. And a lot of stuff going on. That's basically the reason why I haven't posted a video in a while. I've been working on my leg because I got off crutches recently. School ended, my summer job began, just all kinds of stuff happening. And I haven't posted a video in a while. I realized that, and I'm posting this, hopefully by tonight. So right here, I start out the game with a bunch of quick deaths that I am not proud of, obviously. I didn't want to edit them out, though, so I just kind of kept them in here. Right here, I thought I saw the guy on the left. He turned out he wasn't. He was on the right, and then my shot goes through him. And then that guy got commando lunged. Anyway, guys, I'm going to talk about a lot of things this commentary, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is my opinions on Modern Warfare 2. And it's a sad thought, really, because the game was so much fun for the first 2 months or so, but then the exploits came and the glitches and just everything happened to this game that Infinity Ward could have avoided, but I mean they didn't, and there's not so much we can do about it now. It's just the game itself, the base game is a great game. It's just people, it's the players that are the problem with this game, basically. It's the players who are like, oh, I want the 5x, I want my noob tubes to have unlimited range. I'll put on danger close and one-man army. It's like, if you don't care about, and they're like, their excuse is, I don't care about the game. If you don't care about the game, why are you going for so many kills? Why do you care so much? Like, I know I just contradicted myself, but that's the problem with the game. The players are really, like, I hate to go out there and say this because I'm sure most of the people out there are players, but you can't blame Infinity Ward for the one-man army noob tubes. Because nobody would have discovered that if people weren't obsessed with getting their scores up. I mean, everything, mods, friggin' everything has to do with getting their score up. It's a video game. It's not real life. It doesn't matter at all. I mean, I don't play this game anymore because it just pisses me off. The only time I ever do that is if I'm working on, like, with 5 friends, trapping people in corners, doing stuff like that, trying to get montage clips. It's the only reason I play this game anymore. Otherwise, I'm COD 4 all day, every day. And you guys don't really like watching that. If you guys want to watch COD 4, please tell me in the comment section because I will happily post COD 4 by me and my friend, Seek and Destroy. Actually, I have a quick scoping tournament I could post. Just put on fast forward and I could commentate over that with him. But anyway, guys, I don't like Modern Warfare 2 right now, and it's not all Infinity Ward's fault. Next, I'm going to talk about the story behind Infinity Ward. I was watching a Call of Duty history video. That sounds kind of geeky. It showed up in my sub box from some republishing of it on Machinima or something like that, and it didn't include Modern Warfare 2, but I added 2 plus 2 together. I did a little bit of research, and right here I go on a nice little Claymore streak, I think, yeah. Or, I don't know, I'm going back to the Infinity Ward topic. Anyway, the story behind Infinity Ward is that they started out as a, what was it again? Right here I go on the Claymore streak. Oh, millions of people. Whoa, die about the Claymore. Alright, there were originally about 20 people who worked at Infinity Ward, because people have a misconception that a lot of people need to work at, like, game developers. That's not really the truth. I mean, technically one person can make a video game. It's not hard. It's the publishing that takes a lot of effort and stuff, because that's actually converting the game into something that can be played on a console, like putting the discs out, printing advertisements, all that stuff. That's where the manpower needs to be. And Infinity Ward was originally 20 people for Call of Duty 1, 2, and 4 it increased a little bit. It increased to about 40. But I'll explain this. Basically, Call of Duty 1 and 2 were high quality because it was tight. Everybody in Infinity Ward was a friend who quit from the Medal of Honor team. Medal of Honor, in case you didn't know, was originally better than Call of Duty until Infinity Ward quit. They weren't called Infinity Ward at the time, but that's the company that they ended up founding. Infinity Ward was then developing a game called Call of Duty, and I'm sure you guys all know about that game. The original one, by the way, not like Modern Warfare 2 or anything. A World War II game, and Activision liked what they saw, so they not only signed Infinity Ward for the game, they bought Infinity Ward, and that ends up killing it in the end. Infinity Ward it was about 20 people for the first 2 games they developed, which is 1 and 2. And then for 4, they got about 30 people, maybe. About 30, 40 total people. Which is still nice and tight. I mean, if I wanted a developer, I'd want it to be around 30 people. And then for Modern Warfare 2, Activision forced the hiring of over 50 new people. So that puts them at over 100 employees in Infinity Ward. And what happened was the game was low quality. All of Infinity Ward's ideas got shut down by the Activision, like people hiding within Infinity Ward, monitoring what they're doing, all that kind of stuff. Supervising, I guess you could call it. And that's what happened. So then Infinity Ward got pissed off. All the original Infinity Ward employees quit. You see 29 people quit. The original Infinity Ward employee number was 22, I believe. So that's just a perfect example of what happened. That's just proving my point that Infinity Ward is still good. Infinity Ward is not the problem. It's Activision, and that's why Infinity Ward is now called Respawn Entertainment, and they now signed with EA. So expect an epic Battlefield game coming out. That's all I'm going to say. Imagine Battlefield times Infinity Ward times COD 4, and you have a good game. So can't wait for that. Anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about... no, I already talked about that, I think. I don't know. Guys, by the way, in the suggestion right here, I fail with a Harrier. By the way, I saw that they're capturing the 1 base, so I thought the spawns were going to change by the time my Harriers come in. But it turns out that the guy died via noob, which seems to be the only way you can die in this game. By the way, guys, I didn't want this to be a huge rant on the failures of this game. It just ended up that way. Sorry if you guys don't like that. I mean, I still play the game, and I admit I do use the things that I bitch about. Like, I'll once in a while use one-man army noob tubes, and once in a while I'll use some of this cheap stuff. But I don't use it to the degree that people use it to. I mean, seriously, it's ridiculous. It really is. Just basically my message is, if you guys are watching this video, stop using one-man army danger close noob tubes. Just please. It's a video game. You don't need to be a tryhard. I mean, I try hard sometimes. I admit it. But yeah, I'm getting away from that topic, guys. The last 2 videos I've put out have been rant videos, and if you guys didn't notice that, check out the video that is going to be posted on All or Nothing Productions and Something Wired 7's channel, because that's where it's going to be by the time it's all the work's done. But that was a rant that had nothing to do with video games, by the way, so you guys are interested in that. It's about sports, basically. Absolutely nothing to do with video games. You guys, I'm going to keep the topic a little bit hidden, so you guys go watch that video. If it's out by the time I post this, I'll put a link in the description. And that's about it for that. I'm going to put out a video that's like news type thing over some... I don't even know what I'm going to put it over. Maybe the quickscoping turn... Nah, I don't know. I think a lot by talking, so if you guys ever hear me kind of going like, I think I will, maybe not. That's just me thinking aloud. I mean, people do it. I'm right here. I end the game with a pretty big kill streak, so yay for that. I don't die at the end. The game just kind of ends. And right here, I see a guy. I'm like, oh, get my kill streak up? No. Anyway, guys, that's about it, guys. I'm the Bear Jew. Check out the new intro and outro. Peace.